Hello, everybody. It's story time with Teacher Gabe. Today we're reading The Bird Who Cried Wolf by Kitty Richards and illustrated by Barry Goldberg. The Thornberrys were visiting Rinka Island. Elijah and her family were going on a picnic. Everyone started hiking. Suddenly, a bird with a bald head flew over Elijah. That noisy friar bird seems to fancy you, Elijah, said Nigel. "Hello, hello, hello," the bird said. "I'm very pleased to meet you, very pleased." No one knew that Elijah could understand him and other animals. Elijah walked slowly behind her family so she could talk to the bird. "Hello," she said. "We're going on a picnic and—" "I love picnics," chattered the bird. "Thanks, I'd love to join you." The noisy friar bird would not stop talking. Suddenly, Nigel stopped in his tracks. "Look at this!" he shouted. He pointed at a huge flower the size of an extra-large pizza. "Yuck!" cried Elijah. "It smells like rotten meat." The Rafflesia arnoldi smells bad to attract flies, said Nigel proudly. "It's very rare. Fascinating, isn't it?" "Thrilling, Dad," said Debbie. "Let's get out of here. It stinks." Suddenly they heard a rustling sound. "Shh," said Nigel. "Don't move." The bird flew off to see what was going on. A second later he flew back, chattering wildly. "Komodo dragon!" the bird screeched. Elijah knew her family was in danger. "It's a Komodo dragon!" she yelled. No one moved. The rustling grew louder, and then out walked a tiny lizard. "That's the smallest Komodo dragon I've ever seen," said Nigel with a grin. The whole family howled with laughter. But, but, said Elijah. The bird flew along as everyone walked on. "Sorry, Elijah," he said. "I thought you were in danger." Elijah shrugged. "It's okay. You were only trying to help." "But be more careful next time," Darwin told the bird. Elijah stopped to tie her shoelace. Suddenly she felt something brush against her neck. It was smooth and thin, like a pit viper, shrieked the bird. Elijah froze. So did Darwin. He put his hands over his eyes. He hated snakes. Debbie saw that Elijah and Darwin were way behind. She ran back to see what was going on. "What's the matter?" Debbie asked. Elijah pointed to her neck. She mouthed the words, "Pit viper." "Zit viper?" asked Debbie. Then she smiled. "You think that thing on your neck is a pit viper?" Elijah nodded. Debbie reached over and grabbed a harmless vine. "You've been in the jungle too long, Seuss," she said as she walked off. "No pit viper?" said Darwin, peeling his fingers away from his eyes. "That wasn't funny," Elijah said to the bird. The bird hung his head. "I'm sorry. It looked like a pit viper. I was trying to save you. Can I still come along, pretty please, with grubs on top?" Elijah sighed. "Okay," she said, "but stop making things up." The Thornberrys finally arrived at their picnic spot. "All right, who gets the rare meat wrap?" Nigel asked. Donnie ran up and grabbed it. In his other hand he held a handful of wild berries. "Elijah, those berries are poisonous," said the bird. "Yeah, right," said Elijah. "They're snozzleberries," said the bird. "If he eats them his tongue will swell up, and his face will turn bright green." Elijah quickly dove across the picnic blanket and knocked the berries out of Donnie's hand. Donnie jumped up and down angrily. "Elijah," said Nigel, "what's gotten into you?" "Those are poisonous snozzleberries," explained Elijah. Nigel shook his head. "There's no such thing as snozzleberries. Those berries were perfectly safe." Just then the bird darted away. "Thank goodness," thought Elijah. "Maybe he won't come back." But the bird soon came back. "Elijah, Elijah," he screeched. "Ignore the bird," Darwin told Elijah. Elijah covered her ears and ran off. There's a stampede of wild horses coming this way, the bird warned. Go away, Elijah said. You've got to believe me, said the bird. Yeah, just like I believed there was a Komodo dragon, a pit viper, and berries with poison, Elijah said. Okay, said the bird. I made those things up, but this is true. Elijah stared at the bird. It was trembling with fear. Maybe I'm crazy, Elijah thought, but I think he's telling the truth now. Stampede, she yelled. Darwin shook his head. He couldn't believe Elijah was still listening to that bird. Oh, Elijah, said Debbie, cut it out. A stampede is nothing to joke about, added Elijah's mother, Mary Ann. I'm taking a nap, said Nigel. He laid down on the blanket with his ear pressed to the ground. Nigel suddenly heard the sound of thunder. Nigel jumped up. Stampede, he shouted. Everyone ran. Seconds later, a herd of wild horses came rushing through. The dust cleared. Everyone was safe and sound. Wow, Elijah said. That was close. I'll say, said Darwin. The noisy friar bird was upset. Because of all those things I said, you almost got trampled. But we didn't, said Elijah. And thanks to you, we're okay. I'm never making things up again, declared the bird. Why did you, anyway? Elijah asked. The bird sighed. Because no one ever listens to me, he said. I wish they would. I have an idea, Darwin said. He whispered in Elijah's ear. She nodded. Elijah picked up a stick and touched the bird first on one wing and then the other. We dub you the official Rinka Island animal warner. Whenever you see real trouble, and it has to be real trouble, it is your duty to warn everyone that they are in danger. The bird was excited. I can do that. I can do that. I'm the official Rinka Island animal warner. I've got to tell everyone. Elijah, Darwin, and Donnie waved as the bird flew off. Nigel walked up to Elijah. You saved us, Elijah, he said. But how did you know we were in danger? Oh, a little bird told me, she said with a grin. And that was The Bird Who Cried Wolf. Next we have The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. The sun did not shine, it was too wet to play, so we sat in the house all that cold, wet day. I sat there with Sally, we sat there, we two, and I said, how I wish we had something to do. Too wet to go out, and too cold to play ball. So we sat in the house, we did nothing at all. So all we could do was to sit, and we did not like it, not one little bit. And then something went bump. How that bump made us jump. We looked, then we saw him step in on the mat. We looked, and we saw him, the cat in the hat. And he said to us, why do you sit there like that? I know it is wet, and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun that is funny. I know some good games we could play, said the cat. I know some new tricks, said the cat in the hat. A lot of good tricks. I will show them to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. Then Sally and I did not know what to say. Our mother was out of the house for the day. But our fish said, no, make that cat go away. Tell that cat in the hat you do not want to play. He should not be here, he should not be about. He should not be here when your mother is out. Now, have no fear, said the cat. My tricks are not bad, said the cat in the hat. Why, we can have lots of fun, lots of good fun, if you wish, with a game that I call Up, with a fish. Put me down, said the fish, this is no fun at all. Put me down, said the fish, I do not wish to fall. Have no fear, said the cat, I will not let you fall. I will hold you up high, as I stand on a ball, with a book in one hand and a cup on my hat. But that is not all I can do, said the cat. Look at me now, said the cat. with a cup and a cake on top of my hat. I can hold up 2 books. I can hold up the fish, and a little toy ship, and some milk on a dish. And look, I can hop up and down on the ball. But that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. Look at me, look at me, look at me now. It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how. I can hold up the cup, and the milk, and the cake. I can hold up these books, and the fish on a rake. I can hold the toy ship, and the little toy man. And look, with my tail, I can hold a red fan. I can fan with the fan, and I can hop on the ball. But that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. That is what the cat said. Then he fell on his head. He came down with a bump from up there on the ball, and Sally and I, we saw all the things fall. And our fish came down too. He fell into a pot. He said, "Do I like this? Oh no, I do not." "This is not a good game," said our fish as he lit. "No, I do not like it, not one little bit." "Now look at what you did," said the fish to the cat. "Now look at this house. Look at this, look at that. You sank our toy ship, sank it deep in the cake. You should, you shook up our house, and you bent our new rake. You should not be here when our mother is not. You get out of this house," said the fish in the pot. "But I like to be here. Oh, I like it a lot," said the cat in the hat to the fish in the pot. "I will not go away. I do not wish to go. And so," said the cat in the hat, so, I will show you another good game that I know." And then he ran out, and then fast as a fox, the cat in the hat came back in with a box. A big red wood box. It was shut with a hook. "Now look at this trick," said the cat. "Take a look." Then he got up on then he got up on top with a tip of his hat. "I call this game Fun in a Box," said the cat. "In this box are 2 things I will show to you now. You will like these 2 things," said the cat with a bow. "I will pick up the hook. You will see something new. 2 things, and I call them Thing 1 and Thing 2. These things will not bite you, they want to have fun." Then out of the box came Thing 2 and Thing 1, and they ran to us fast. They said, "How do you do? Would you like to shake hands with Things 1 and Thing 2? And Sally and I did not know what to do, so we had to shake hands with Thing 1 and Thing 2. We shook their 2 hands, but our fish said, "No, no, those things should not be in this house. Make them go. They should not be here when your mother is not. Put them out," said the fish in the pot. "Have no fear, little fish," said the cat in the hat. "These things are good things," and he gave them a pat. "They are tame, oh so tame. They have come here to play. They will give you some fun on this wet day." "Now here is a game that they like," said the cat. "They like to fly kites," said the cat in the hat. "No, not in the house," said the fish in the pot. "They should not fly kites. In a house they should not. Oh, the things they will bump, oh, the things they will hit. Oh, I do not like it, not one little bit." Then Sally and I saw them run down the hall. We saw those 2 things bump their kites on the wall. Bump, thump, bump, down the wall in the hall. Thing 2 and Thing 1, they ran up, they ran down. On the string of one kite we saw Mother's new gown. Her gown with the dots that are pink, white, and red. Then we saw one kite bump on the head of her bed. Then those things ran about with big bumps, jumps, and kicks, and with hops and big thumps, and all kinds of bad tricks. And I said, "I do not like the way that they play. If Mother could see this, oh, what would she say?" Then our fish said, "Look, look," and our fish shook with fear. "Your mother is on her way home, do you hear? Oh, what will she do to us? What will she say? Oh, she will not like it to find us this way." So do something fast, said the fish. Do you hear? I saw her, your mother is near. So as fast as you can, think of something to do. You will have to get rid of things one and thing two. So fast as I could, I went after my net, and I said with my net, I can get them, I bet. I bet with my net, I can get those things yet. Plop. Then I let down my net. It came down with a plop, and I had them at last. Those two things had to stop. Then I said to the cat, now you do as I say. You pack up those things, and you take them away. Oh dear, said the cat, you did not like our game? Oh dear, what a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Then he shut up the things in the box with a hook, and the cat went away with a sad kind of look. That is good, said the fish. He has gone away. Yes, but your mother will come. She will find this big mess. And this mess is so big, and so deep and so tall, we cannot pick it up. There is no way at all. And then, who was back in the house? Why, the cat. Have no fear of this mess, said the cat in the hat. I always pick up all my playthings, and so I will show you another good trick that I know. Then we saw him pick up all the things that were down. He picked up the cake and the rake and the gown, and the milk and the strings and the books, and the dish and the fan and the cup, and the ship and the fish, and he put them away. Then he said, that is that, and then he was gone with the tip of his hat. Then our mother came in. She said to us two, did you have any fun? Tell me, what did you do? And Sally and I did not know what to say. Should we tell her the things that went on here that day? Should we tell her about it? Now what should we do? Well, what would you do if your mother asked you? All right, and that was The Cat in the Hat. And that's it for story time today. I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys next time.